Alright, we're watching NeilGetReal, who's playing Sigma. This is Gold 4 on PS5, so console on King's Row. Squeezed in 2 tank games in competitive middle of last night, both of them losses. The first one, they complained about their torb. This is the second one. I attempted one more match, an absolute stomp, thanks Overwatch, and this time the DPS Echo was flaming me for not pushing forward, where I know I took the most deaths this match, attempting to push in on another unkillable Bastion. Is this carry bad DPS hours? Am I not tank enough for even the toxic gold elos? I know I'm not climbing out of this rank any decade sooner, but like, what would the Platinums be doing better? Okay, so this is a very short game. They get full held in offense and then OP throws on defense. We'll go over that briefly, but we're mostly going to focusing on the offense section. So your core issue is you just literally don't do anything. And a good chunk of that is aim, and a good chunk of that is ability usage. And some chunk of that is positioning, but mostly it's like aim and ability usage. So I'm going to do something a little unusual. I'm going to play through the first 4 minutes, like your 4 minutes of attack, on 2x speed, and I'm not really going to narrate too much. I'll probably pause like a couple times to mention brief things, and I'm going to replay it and talk through slowly like what is going wrong. So let's watch. So this is 2x speed. We're attacking, use grasp way too early. You attack. Again, you could have just pushed the right angle, but you decide not to. You're attacking, not really hitting anything. Use grass. This grass is fine, right? Now you got 900 health, so you walk in, right? You're just attacking. Notice how the Bastion is taking like basically no damage. Now you use grasp. Okay, attacking. Okay, your team got a kill. You should be able to walk in here. Miss rock. You don't go for the Resing Mercy. Still just attacking. A lot of missing going on here. Rock somebody. Okay, finally, kill opportunity. You grasp to get yourself out. Okay, fine. But you gotta go in. All right, you killed more. Great, excellent. So this is a good start right now. Okay, Flux gets popped. Okay, die. That's fine. No problem. Right? We die here. It's okay because you're gonna have ulti. They have a long spawn, so you're gonna be fine. All right, fine. We get res. Cool. Killed turret. Okay, fine. Get kills here. Right? Remember, you still have Flux. You pop Flux. You go for the Valkyrie Mercy. You hit none of it, and then you're gonna die. All right, fine. We still have 2 minutes left, so still plenty of time. You still have an opportunity here, right? You're not attacking when you should have been. You use grasp way too early. All right, you rock the Sigma. He gets sort of low, but he's a tank, so he's never going to die in this situation. Not with the sword still alive. Molten Core gets popped, delays you for a little bit, but it's not a great Molten Core, so great. But you lost 2, so you got to chill right now. You just need to chill. You really shouldn't be pushing in right now, but you decided to push in despite the fact that you're down 2 people. All right, 1 minute left. Still got time. I would note here, as a reminder, remember the Sigma pop Flux first and you pop Flux again? The Sigma is 40% ulti ahead of you. Like, this is a massive advantage, which is not good. It's usually a good thing to get. When mirror tanks have that big a difference in terms of ult charge, it usually means that one of the tanks is significantly better than the other tank, which I would agree with in this scenario. I haven't watched from their perspective, but like my general feel here is the other tank is way better than you are. Alright, so you're going to walk in here. Despite the fact there's 50 seconds on the clock, you just walk in and you can get melted from behind because you're not paying attention. Mercy tries to res here, which is a bad idea, but people make mistakes. We're coming out again. Ulti's popped here. You use grass to try to stop it, which is a bad idea. That was a waste of time. You go for the Sigma instead of trying to go for the Moira here. Notice the Moiras are like right there. She's only got 125 health. She was killable. Now you start attacking the Moira. You give up the Moira, you attack the Sigma, you die again. And 15 seconds, and you're not going to get another push. So this is a pretty common situation where people are just pushing in mindless like over and over and over again, and nothing is happening. And you're like, why isn't anything happening? It's a mirror matchup, right? It's not even like you're like, oh, the enemy tank is OP or something like that. Like, you're just literally not getting anything done. So let's rewind this. And we're gonna start right here. So you start attacking the shield. Why are you using grasp right now? Right? So the first tip that I will give you is do not use grasp as a general rule. 95% plus of the time, do not use grasp unless you are low. If you use grasp when you have a lot of health, it won't do anything because everyone will just stop attacking you and you will have wasted the grasp. For many players, I would say probably below plat or so, their grasp usage is so bad, they would be better if they literally didn't have grasp at all. Because often they use grasp when they could have just done more damage in, right? Because you can do 100, you do about 73 damage a second, right? So grasp lasts for 2 seconds, so you could do another 150 damage during the time that you're grasping. And sometimes, like, you don't need the health at all, and if you literally just unbound grasp, you would be a better player. I'm not suggesting you do that, because obviously you need to learn how to use grasp to get better. I'm just noting that lower ranked players are so bad at grasp, and I would throw you in this category, that your grasp is getting you very little to no value. So right now, bad time to grasp, just attack, right? Nobody is going anywhere until this shield breaks and this Sigma gets low in health. Okay, unless somebody gets a pick, the only way you advance is when this shield breaks and the Sigma gets low and you force out Grasp, then your team walks through. Your job, right, is not really to kill people because that's not realistic. Your job is to push here and then push here and then push here and then you've won, right? That's the progression. 1, right? 1, 2, 3. And then you hold this section that's like you here and then you're good, right? From there, the point is 1. And in order to do that, you have to wear down the opposing team, right? No one's going to die initially, like unless you're like people are really, really bad, which is going to happen here a few times. But no one's going to die unless you burn them down. Next thing, so that's 1, Grasp. Number 2, Shield. Don't use Shield to block all damage. Don't think I'm going to use the Shield to block all possible damage that I can. Your supports are going to be healing you for some base healing rate, right? So Kiriko, for example, heals about like 75 health a second, okay? If she has nothing else to do, she can heal you for 75 health a second. So if you're taking less than 75 damage a second, you can just ignore the damage completely because the Kiriko will heal you up regardless. So you don't need to be wasting the shield here when the Kiriko can heal you. Kiriko can heal you, Kiriko can't heal your shield, so you want to save the shield for when you really need it. So you're going to walk forwards right now, not without grasping, not without shielding, but just attacking. Attack, attack, attack. All right? By doing this, leaving the shield up, your shield's going to be low and you're not going to need it later. Or you're not going to have it later, rather. So right here, you should be attacking. Okay, great. Bastion's going to pop Assault Form. You could use Grasp here, right? You could also just LOS this. That would be fine, right? Either way is a good option. But you definitely shouldn't throw a shield here. Why shouldn't you throw a shield here? Bastion does 350 damage a second, which means he'll burn through your shield in 2 seconds alone. Okay? And then you won't have shield for the next, 10 seconds or whatever it's going to be for it to come back all the way up to full. So you don't want to give the Bastion a shield to shoot. You want to just take cover and you're good, number 1. Or number 2, use Grasp here, which will keep you totally safe. Either one of those is a good option. Using shield here, bad option. All right, use Grasp now, fine. Like, if you're going to be doing this, walk forwards, right? Really, really important. You have to walk forwards right now because his Assault Form is about to end and then you can go attack. How do I know Assault Form is going to end? Assault Form lasts for 6 seconds and there's 12 seconds where he doesn't have Assault Form. If we look at the Bastion, he has less than a second of Assault Form. So when this ends, you don't want to be here, you want to be here. Immediately breaking the shield, walking through and starting to kill the team. In order to play tanks against Bastion, you have to understand what is the timing around when I can push the Bastion. If you don't know what that timing is, if you're like, hey, I honestly have no idea what the cooldowns for Bastion. It feels like he has tank form up 100% of the time. You don't know enough about the game and you're never going to climb. Right? A huge part about Overwatch is hero knowledge. What does this hero do? Not like Bastion can burn me down all the time, because if he could, then people would play Bastion literally every single game on every single team. That's not the case. Bastion has vulnerabilities. You have to know what are the vulnerabilities so I can exploit it. So this is the moment that you should already have been pushing forward, but now you're too far back. And this may not seem like a big deal, but think about how long it takes you to walk from here to here. 2-3 seconds, like, and then to the gate. That's like another 5 seconds to get to the gate total, right? About 5 seconds to get to here. That means that by the time you get here, the Bastion's going to be 7 seconds to his next tank form. This is what's so important about playing tank against Bastion and playing tank in general. You need to know your timings. If you want to play tank, that's just the reality. You have to know, when can I push? When are they weak? When are they strong? I want to push when they're strong, or rather when they're weak and I'm strong. So you're missing out the opportunity right now. But anyway, you're breaking the shield down. I would not throw a rock in this situation. You want to break the shield first, then throw a rock, if anything. But now, why are you backing up? Bastion doesn't have Assault Form. This Torb is overextended, and you have overhealth. You have 700 health right now because of your Grasp from earlier. Just walk forwards. I don't need the shield or anything. I literally don't need shield or Grasp. I just walk forward and attack him. That's what I gotta do right now. I have to attack. So next thing is, let's note your attacks. Okay? So, you attack. All right, you hit 1, that's fine. This Torb is really overextended. This should be an easy double hit right here. Okay, so you're gonna miss those 2. That one was off target, even the Sigma didn't eat it. All right, so you're 1 for 4. All right, you're gonna attack the Sig. That one's a direct. That one's a miss. Okay, so you're 2 for 6. Okay, now the Bastion's out here. This should be a relatively easy attack. Just walk forwards. All right, I don't count the splashes because this should be a direct. Bastion's a huge target. So that is 2 for 8. All right, 2 for 10. Those are 2 misses, right? Again, that small amount of splashes are relevant. Another 2 attacks, 2 for 12, and now you go for the rock. So I'm just noting, this Bastion is what I would call overextended. He's sitting out in the open with no assistance other than the Mercy heal beaming. You should be burning him down right now with your attacks. If you can't hit a Bastion, you just can't climb. Bastion's a huge target, right? He's like twice the size of most other squishy heroes. If you can't hit him, you're just not going to do anything. You know, it's like if I'm in a sniper duel against you, but you can't hit me, then I can just stay here forever and shoot you until you lose. That's effectively what's happening here, is because you can't hit the Bastion feels no threat from you. So he stays here just constantly shooting and shooting and shooting and farming ulti and holding you back because you can't hit him. At some level, Overwatch is a first-person shooter. If you can't hit shots, you're not going to climb. Like, you have to be able to hit those. You finally hit this, but at this point, this Bastion's really far around the corner, and no one can get this kill. Versus if you rocked and hit him here, maybe he dies. So now you pop Grasp. Did you need to pop Grasp? You do not. You're at 550 health. You're at max health right now, and the Bastion is yet to go into Assault Form. I would have saved it for Assault Form. You're lucky to dodge that rock. I think it actually hits. Yeah, I think that's would have hit you. I think your Echo eats that shot for you. Okay, again, I don't need shield right now. I have 775 health. Just walk in and attack right now. I'm just walking in and pressuring them. Oh, Bastion pop Assault Form? Great, now I use Grasp and walk out. But, you see, the Bastion's going to be shooting your shield, burning it down super quickly, and now you have no shield. Versus, right now, if I were in your situation, I would have full health, and I would have my shield, right? Full health shield, and I would use it if I needed to right now in this moment, but I do not. But by the way, when you turn this corner, you hear the Bastion already. Hopefully you have a headset on. You hear the Bastion coming in on the left. The second you walk forwards, I pop Rock right now and rock him, right, in Assault Form to cut down some of the time that he's in Assault Form, which reduces a ton of the pressure on my team. Like, this is a really good example where, like, your aim has to get better. This Bastion is 5 meters from you right now. This should be an easy double direct, right? 1, 2, both of these missed. The first one wasn't even close. The second one's like a little close, but just aim dead center in the Bastion. You don't even worry about projectile travel time. Just aim dead center of the Bastion and he gets hit there. I know this is console where you're like, oh, well, like the threshold for aiming on console's lower. If you can't hit a Bastion from this close with Sigma, you're in for a bad time. I can't sugarcoat this like any other way. Sigma is one of the hardest heroes to hit with in the game. If you can't hit a target this close, this is like literally one of the best possible situations, right? Bastion's at half speed, and he's a flat, wide target that cannot move in any other direction. If you can't hit him at this range consistently, like 90% plus, you cannot climb. I cannot say this any other way. You have to be able to hit the Bastion here. A Bastion or a tank, right? In this situation, you've got to be hitting like 90% plus of those shots, right? I'm not asking you like, oh, here, hit the Mercy. Like, that's clearly a lot harder, right? But here, hitting a Bastion in Assault Form, this is like basically 100%. I would say even in PC, even in like Platinum, nobody is missing a target here anymore. Like literally 99% plus accuracy. This rock does nothing. Unfortunate because you use rock and waste it. Now you can use rock to interrupt res, but you don't. You also don't attack the resing Mercy for some reason. You instead try to attack this Moira. And like you're just so ineffective when you push. Like, first of all, you wasted rock. Second, you missed these 2 attacks. Okay? Then you melee the air, right? There's no targets here. Now you're just staring. You're very lucky to hit that one. that one was off target, but it bounced and hit the Moira. The second one misses, right? It bounced and got a little bit of splash damage, right? And now you attack over them. There's literally no way that somebody could be here. And now you hit one attack on a Torb that honestly felt like luck. Okay, another attack. I don't know what the stare did to you, but that's obviously not going to be effective. And then you miss another 2. There's 2 targets. Like the Torb is 1 meter from you at point blank range, and the Moira is 5 meters from you. Both of them are trapped against the wall, so they have nowhere else they can dodge, and you're still missing shots. Like your aim is a huge problem, right? And again, that's a big issue with why you can't push as a choke. You're just not doing any damage. And if you don't do any damage, the team is not incentivized from walking away from the choke. You know? Like the Torb is playing here, and you just keep walking in his face and missing him, so he's just plugging you with damage and he doesn't run away because you're not hurting him. But if you hurt him, he's gonna run back. He's gonna either die or he's gonna walk away. So you grasp here. By the way, you don't seem to realize that your right side is completely exposed to Sigma. So even though you're grasping, if you get super low here, you nearly die. You miss that rock. Again, yeah, res goes off. So right now is when you pop Grass, right? Right now you pop Grass and just sit here, eat like all this damage, get to 800 health, then walk through the whole team and win the fight. Like you have no sense of the tempo here at all. Like your ability usage is bad and your aim is bad, right? These are the reasons why you can't do anything in this situation. Finally, okay, great, you hit a rock. Should have been going for the Torb, but okay, that's fine. I mean, go with Bastion here is fine. Yeah, kill Bastion. You get super low here. I mean, this is okay though. Like of your pushes, this was one of the better pushes because you at least got something done. Like it felt like people were getting low. Rocks here. There's a lot to talk about in the Sigma mirror matchup, but I'm not going to bother talking about it because I think it's like too advanced for you. I will have a link for it, but like I think talking about how to beat Sigma in a mirror matchup is too complicated for you right now. Just focus on your core like abilities, aim usage, rather than let's talk about the Sigma. The reason why I note this is because this rock should have been blocked right here, because this rock is a huge opportunity for someone to die. Like not you, but if the Echo gets hit, she might die here. But yeah, see, more running straight line, great, good double hit. Yeah, good, excellent. See, that is the first impactful play that you have made, which is, hey, look, someone's out of position. I'm gonna double direct them. They're still not dodging. I double direct again. Great. Now you got a kill. Now we can start pushing forwards. The thing is, you still have a Sigma in your face, so you'd love to kill the back line, but it's hard because there's a Sigma in your face. The Sigma is going to do a non-trivial amount of damage to you. Like, I know you want to kill the back line here, but you also need to slow down just a little bit. And again, don't rock the Sigma, right? Go for the one of the squishies here. Mercy's in your face right now, easily killable. Easily killable. Alright, great, excellent, we got it. Both supports are down. This should basically be a win. Okay, he fluxes us, no big deal, right? It's fine. We can die here. It's okay. Dying here is fine. They have to respawn all the way over here. You have a much closer respawn. It's fine. Like, you'll come back and you're gonna have flux. Alright, you get a res here? Okay, fine. So, quick thing, how many people are alive? 1, 2, 3 versus 1, 2, 3. Okay, still winnable, and they're still low. Like right now, I could just kill the Torb right now, right? Or I could just flux and kill both. Or I could frankly flux and kill anybody here. They're all killable. You know? You want to, again, the turret is the least important thing for you to be killing right now. Turret has does 44 damage per second, which is barely more than meleeing somebody nonstop. Turrets do effectively 0 damage to tanks. Like, don't even think about the damage from the turret. Like, unless you're literally about to die, the turret's not going to do anything to you. You should just fluxed and picked up 2 here, and then killed them both, killed the Bastion. In fact, the smartest play would have been flux both, kill the Bastion, and then turn back and finish the Sigma if you had any health left. Right? You could easily triple kill right now, like, very easily. But, again, like, the lack of awareness here is killing you. The Bastion's just hiding in the corner. Look! He's got like 105 health right now. Right? 108 health. Literally just double direct here instantly kills him. He's trapped against the wall. Look! It's hard for you to blame your team when like stuff like this is such an easy kill. You kill the Bastion here, the fight's over. Right? Torb is just hiding here with like 55 health, not even 40-ish health. And then you're chasing the Sigma here, who has the most amount of defensive abilities, and his 2 supports are coming out to save him, instead of just killing the 2 DPS behind. Like, there's no awareness here of, like, where people are injured or where they're low or whatever. You're going to flux here, but again, there's 2 supports here that can save the Sigma, right? Mercy's healing for 55 health a second, and this Moira can coalesce, and coalesce heals, like, 125 health a second. There's no way you're going to be out damages. Like, it's 0 chance. And I understand that you... I don't know, it's tough, right? The Sigma also has defensive abilities. But after you lift here, believe it or not, the only person you should be attacking right now, other than this Bastion, but clearly you don't know about the DPS at all, so let's pretend the DPS don't exist. If you're going to lift here, attack the Sigma, because there's no way you're hitting a Valkyrie Mercy out of the air enough to kill her. She's just way too evasive, which is exactly what's going to happen here, right? You miss that, you miss those. Again, even if you hit her, she still is not going to die. Like, she's way too evasive in Valk. But if you look at the Sigma, after you slam the Sigma down, watch. Sigma's gonna get slammed down right now. Pow. So the Sigma is at 159 health, which means that you hit him with 3 direct shots, he would be dead right now. So 1, 2 right there, right, the Mercy. Then 1 shot right there, that 3rd shot, the one that's hitting the wall right now, that would have killed this Sigma on landing. But instead you're attacking the Mercy, so your target priority is just bad, right? And now you're gonna die. You have 2 minutes left here, but I don't think it's actually worth for me to like continue reviewing. I hopefully in getting across like the central point is that like you are the reason why you are losing games. You know, I'm not saying that everybody else doesn't have a role in it too. They obviously could play better, but if you're like, look, could I do something better? Like if I was in platinum, could you win this game? Yeah, absolutely, right? It's like honestly not that hard. Like you see people who are literally hiding in the corner from you, like you're a murderer in Dead by Daylight. Like look at the Bastion. He's even shooting you. He's not even just hiding. He's literally shooting you. You can hear him. Like, at any moment in time, this Bastion, he's just chasing you. The Torb is hiding here, the mini of the statue, which, by the way, you would know that he's alive. Right? Like, you've been able to see everything that's going on here. Alright, from here, you attack, kill the Mercy. Okay, great. So, you saw the Torb was under you, so he has to be going somewhere. You get slammed now. You're going to see the Bastion in your death camp. You're going to see him still here. You're rezzed. Okay. So, you're going to come back? No? Yeah. What the heck? This res takes forever. Okay, you get rezzed. You see the Torb here. The Torb has got 40 health. The Bastion's here. He's touching you. He's literally holding hands with you. Just kill either one of them. Or kill the Sigma. Like, whatever. Anybody. Literally kill anybody here. Anybody dies here, this fight's over. Ah, man. That's rough. Okay, so I'm gonna jump ahead and just cover the Reinhardt section at the end. I'm not even gonna include this as like quote unquote part of the replay. I'm just gonna explain like why you lose here because I don't think you know how to play Rein. To be perfectly blunt, I'm not discouraging you from playing Rein. You can obviously learn to play Rein, but like it does not appear that you know how to play Rein. All right, shield's gonna get low. You're playing here. You fire strike Sigma for some reason. You fire strike the wall for some reason. So yeah, you look tilted to me, honestly. Super effective. Try not to stand in the middle, right? If you stand in the middle here, when your shield breaks, then you get melted. Versus if I stand right here, I'm good. Right? My job is not to push out here and try to kill the heroes. My job is to prevent them from walking forwards. So if you just chill right here, eventually the Sigma's like, okay, he's gonna have to turn here, and then you can walk forward and swing at him all you want. But until then, why stand out here? Like imagine that you have an axe, and you're fighting somebody who has a gun, and you're standing at this corner. Do you stay here, or do you stay here? Well, I'm going to stay here, right? Because if I stay here, the guy with the gun just keeps shooting at me, and I can't do anything because I'm holding an axe. If I'm standing here and holding an axe, the guy with the gun, if he's trying to kill me, eventually has to turn the corner, and then I go up and I hit him with my axe. Like, that's the perspective here, is like, I have a short-range weapon, they have long-range weapons, I should try to hide around a corner so they can't shoot me with the long-range weapons. This obviously doesn't work in all scenarios, especially on offense, but on defense, it really is that simple. Just stand here. Just stand here and wait for them to come in, and then you can attack all you want. But you're sitting out here, right? Again, notice that you're like getting super low, you have no shield, 260 health, you really need to play cover, right? It's just sitting here and like you get tons of healing. Instead, you're playing out in the open, you shield, but your shield's super low, you're still standing out in the open. Bastion turns on and he just melts you, then you decide to charge in here, even though you still have time there to get to the wall and survive. This charge was never gonna work. Even if you charged into the Bastion, like let's say hypothetically you get to the Bastion, you have 24 health right now. Like, even if you are already here with 24 health, like there's no way, even if you slam him into the wall and kill him, hypothetically, you're still gonna die. There's no scenario where you don't die here. And if you die, the fight's over because, again, they have massive spawn advantage because their spawn is so close and your spawn is so far. You're never gonna be able to get back in time to reasonably contest this point. Like, this is just like literally throwing. Right? I feel like you're sitting here thinking, oh, it's my job to hold the shield in the choke. That's not your job. Your job is to stop them from walking forwards. Your shield is not sort of like some invincible like mechanic that will protect your team forever. They have to use cover to cover from the Bastion, as do you. And because you're not covering, you take so much damage here, now you have no shield, and now you panic charge, and you're gonna die. Okay. Covering your questions. Is this carry bad DPS hours? I mean, I have no idea what time of day it is. I don't think it matters. I think it's pretty clear that you have like very core fundamental issues with the way that you play the game. So yeah, I mean, I would not blame your DPS for anything. I didn't watch the first game. I'm gonna assume it's more of the same, right? People play the game across games. And maybe one of your DPS played especially bad. Doesn't matter. You could play better. Am I not tank enough for even the toxic gold elos? I am not familiar with what gold looks like on console. This wouldn't be gold on PC. I would say that this would probably be like low silverish for PC, but like it doesn't really matter, right? Like you play games, like you either stay in your rank or you go up or you go down. I wouldn't worry about like, oh, am I really this rank? You're definitely not above this rank. Very clearly, you know, you're getting completely blown out in a very straightforward game. It's not like the enemy team was amazing, right? You continually saw the Torb literally walk around the corner overextended. The Bastion hung out here overextended. The Bastion and the Torb here were overextended that you could have killed them easily. Like you had a lot of opportunities to get kills and influence this game, and you just didn't or couldn't. A combination of both. I know I'm not climbing out of this rank any decade sooner, but like what would the Platinums be doing better? I think we already discussed, right? Just better accuracy, better ability usage, just knowing the tempo and understanding when to push, understanding when the Bastion is or is not up. I'm not saying every Platinum tank knows the exact timing of Bastion, but I also don't think they keep like banging their head against the wall the way you do repeatedly over and over again. And they have a little better awareness for like where the enemies are around you. Platinum players aren't like magically better than you. They're just a little bit better than you, enough that they can win games in your rank. That's all they are, right? Again, not tremendously better, just a little bit better. But if we swapped you for, like, if you're gold 4, right? If we swap you for a platinum 4 tank, I think they probably win this game 75% of the time. Like, that, it really is that significant of a difference. Just, like, the little things add up very, very quickly. I think if you swapped for, like, a GM tank, for example, you swapped me into this game and I didn't have to play on a controller, I would win this game, like, 95% of the time. Like, it would be trivially easy. It's almost impossible for me to imagine how I could lose this game. Because I would just kill everyone, right? And I think that people at lower ranks like, often don't realize just how exposed the enemies are. Like, this Torb never makes it back to the choke if I'm playing Sigma, right? This Torb dies here. And once he dies there, it's a 5-on-4, and I keep pushing forward. At that point, right, I basically ignore the Sig, pressure the Bastion. This Bastion dies too. I'm going to rock him into the sideway, and then I'm going to walk in, throw shield behind me, make sure Sigma can't rock me, and I'm going to kill the Bastion. At that point, it's 5-on-3, and I just walk through the point, and it's over. Like, there's so many opportunities to kill people, because my accuracy is just way better than yours. Think about how many attacks this is, right? So, let's say after grass bends, okay? So right here, 1, 2, that's 110 possible damage. That's 220 possible damage. That's 330 damage. That's 80 more. That's 410 damage, right? Plus another 100, that's 550 possible damage here. I only need to hit 75% of that and he's dead. So, yeah, I mean, that's very reasonable. He's a massive target. I would just literally walk forwards and kill him. As I would have killed the Torb, I would have killed the Bastion, and it's all over. But even from there, like, you still have many more opportunities, right? I would block the Sigma Rock, I'd work down the Sigma a ton, Torb right here, right? Burn him down, I would be saving Rock. You know, again, I wouldn't use Rock for opportunity that doesn't do anything. But yeah, Torb dies here, great. I pop Flux, I sit in front of this Bastion, wait it out, peek around the corner for 2 more seconds, then push in, kill the Bastion. Like, literally, after this ends, I just walk forwards with the Bastion non-stop. Oh, great, support's here. Kill the supports, kill the Mercy, kill the Mora, whatever. Like, keep moving. Like, the difference is really that huge. And I think that you should watch my Sigma gameplay guide to see, like, how stark the difference can be when your mechanics are in tune and you understand the tempo of the fight, like when to be pushing and what are the reads that you need to be looking for. Okay, I think that covers everything. Hopefully this is helpful. I will link various resources, including the Sigma Mirror matchup, in case you want to watch that in this post.